1. Mental health refers to the overall well-being of an individual's emotional, psychological, and social state. It encompasses a broad range of mental and emotional disorders, including depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and other conditions that affect a person's mood, behavior, and thinking. Mental health is essential for an individual's overall health and well-being, and it impacts how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Good mental health allows individuals to cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively, and contribute to their community. Conversely, poor mental health can lead to negative outcomes, such as poor physical health, social isolation, and reduced quality of life. 2. Mental health also includes the ability to form and maintain healthy relationships, manage stress, and adapt to changes and challenges in life. It is influenced by a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and environmental factors. There are various factors that can impact mental health, such as genetics, life experiences, social support, and access to healthcare. Some common risk factors that can increase the likelihood of developing mental health disorders include a family history of mental illness, traumatic life events, chronic stress, substance abuse, and social isolation. Mental health disorders can have a significant impact on an individual's life, including their relationships, work, and overall quality of life. However, with appropriate treatment and support, many individuals with mental health disorders can manage their symptoms and lead fulfilling lives. Mental health treatment may include medication, psychotherapy, support groups, lifestyle changes, or a combination of these approaches. Early intervention and treatment can be crucial in managing mental health disorders and improving outcomes. It's essential to prioritize and take care of our mental health just as we do with our physical health. This includes engaging in self-care activities, seeking support when needed, and reducing stigma surrounding mental health issues. Mental health issues are common and affect people of all ages, genders, cultures, and backgrounds. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, 1 in 4 people in the world will be affected by mental or neurological disorders at some point in their lives. 3. Mental health issues can manifest in many ways, and symptoms can vary depending on the disorder. Some common symptoms include 1. Feeling sad or depressed. 2. Anxiety or panic attacks. 3. Irritability or mood swings. 4. Changes in appetite or sleep patterns. 5. Substance abuse. 6. Suicidal thoughts or behaviors. 7. Difficulty concentrating or making decisions. 8. Social withdrawal or isolation. 9. Hallucinations or delusions. If you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms or other mental health concerns, it's important to seek help from a healthcare professional. There are many resources available, such as mental health clinics, support groups, hotlines, and online resources. Prevention is also essential in promoting good mental health. This can include 1. Building strong relationships and social support networks. 2. Engaging in regular physical activity. 3. Practicing stress management techniques, such as meditation or yoga. 4. Eating a healthy diet and getting adequate sleep. 5. Avoiding substance abuse and risky behaviors. 6. Taking breaks and practicing self-care. 7. Seeking help early if experiencing symptoms of mental health issues. By prioritizing mental health and taking proactive steps to care for ourselves, we can improve our overall well-being and lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. 4. In addition to the individual impact, mental health also has significant societal and economic consequences. Mental health disorders can lead to reduced productivity, increased absenteeism, and increased healthcare costs. They can also contribute to poverty and social inequality, as individuals with mental health disorders may face discrimination and reduced opportunities in employment and education. To address the burden of mental health disorders, governments and organizations around the world have implemented various policies and programs aimed at improving mental health outcomes. This includes promoting mental health awareness and reducing stigma, increasing access to mental health care services, and investing in research and innovation in the field of mental health. Moreover, technology is increasingly being used to promote mental health and well-being. Digital tools, such as mobile apps and telehealth services, can help individuals access mental health support and resources remotely, making it easier to access care from anywhere and at any time. In conclusion, mental health is an essential aspect of our overall health and well-being, and it affects individuals, communities, and societies. By prioritizing mental health and reducing stigma surrounding mental health issues, we can improve mental health outcomes and promote a healthier, more equitable world for everyone. 5. The COVID-19 pandemic has also brought increased attention to mental health. The pandemic has created significant challenges and stressor for individuals worldwide, including social isolation, financial insecurity, and uncertainty about the future. This has led to a rise in mental health disorders, such as depression and anxiety, as well as an increase in substance abuse. The pandemic has also highlighted existing disparities in mental health care access, and highlighted the need for increased investment in mental health resources and services. In response to the pandemic, mental health professionals and organizations have adapted to provide remote mental health care services and support, such as teletherapy and virtual support groups. Governments and organizations have also implemented policies and programs aimed at promoting mental health during the pandemic, such as providing mental health resources and support for frontline healthcare workers, and increasing funding for mental health care services. It's important to note that mental health is a lifelong journey, and it requires ongoing effort and care. By promoting mental health awareness, reducing stigma, and investing in mental health care services, we can create a world where mental health is a priority, and individuals can access the support they need to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. 6. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of addressing mental health in the workplace. Many individuals spend a significant amount of time at work, and workplace stress can have a significant impact on mental health. In fact, workplace stress is one of the leading causes of mental health disorders. To promote mental health in the workplace, employers can implement policies and programs that support mental health and well-being, such as flexible work arrangements, employee assistance programs, and mental health training for managers and employees. Employers can also work to reduce stigma surrounding mental health and create a culture that supports open and honest conversations about mental health. In addition to the workplace, schools and universities also play a critical role in promoting mental health. Educators can support mental health by creating safe and supportive learning environments, providing mental health education and resources, and connecting students with mental health care services when needed. Finally, it's important to acknowledge that mental health is a human right, and everyone should have access to mental health care services when needed. Unfortunately, many individuals, particularly those in low-income and marginalized communities, face barriers to accessing mental health care services, such as lack of insurance or limited availability of mental health care services in their communities. To address these disparities, governments and organizations must work to increase access to mental health care services and reduce the stigma surrounding mental health issues. This includes investing in mental health care services, promoting mental health awareness and education, and addressing social determinants of health that impact mental health outcomes, such as poverty, discrimination, and social isolation. 7. One important aspect of mental health is the impact of trauma. Trauma can result from various experiences, such as abuse, violence, natural disasters, or war. Trauma can have a significant impact on mental health, resulting in conditions such as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, depression, and anxiety. To address the impact of trauma on mental health, healthcare professionals have developed evidence-based treatments, such as trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, TFCBT, and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR. These treatments can help individuals process traumatic experiences and develop coping skills to manage trauma-related symptoms. It's also important to note that trauma can have a cumulative impact, particularly for individuals who have experienced ongoing or chronic trauma, such as those who have experienced childhood abuse or who live in communities impacted by violence. This can result in complex trauma, which requires specialized treatment and support. Additionally, it's important to acknowledge the impact of intergenerational trauma, which occurs when trauma is passed down from one generation to the next. This can occur in communities impacted by historical trauma, such as colonization or genocide. and can result in ongoing trauma-related symptoms for individuals and communities. To address the impact of trauma on mental health, it's important to promote trauma-informed care, which is an approach to healthcare that recognizes the impact of trauma on individuals and communities and promotes an environment of safety, trust, and empowerment. This includes training healthcare professionals to recognize trauma-related symptoms and to provide trauma-informed care, as well as creating policies and programs that prioritize the well-being of individuals impacted by trauma. In summary, trauma is a significant factor in mental health, and it's important to address the impact of trauma on individuals and communities through evidence-based treatments and trauma-informed care. By prioritizing trauma-informed care and investing in mental health care services, we can support the mental health and well-being of individuals impacted by trauma.